Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it's Thursday morning, again early, and before I'm going to work, and I thought I'd shoot this video. I don't know if more of the morning videos are going to become kind of a thing, but I just had some thoughts on my mind. I wanted to share them with you, and the title of this video I think is going to be called Sharing is Caring. I know that's an incredibly cheesy title, but I think it's a topic that's worth discussing because I think a lot of times in our hobby and in this community, people are generally apprehensive and nervous about sharing parts of their collection. And that can go a lot of different ways. That idea of sharing is caring can be interpreted as sharing your collection in terms of being generous. And I think there's a ton of that in this community. I think it can be, how much do you really show on YouTube? Are you even willing to start a channel and show content and kind of get yourself out there? A lot of people are apprehensive about that, and not without good reason. I mean, I think there's reasons to be, cautious in terms of putting your stuff out there, putting yourself out there. It's not a riskless thing. And so I've obviously gotten over that a long time ago. But I had an opportunity yesterday to have Sean over to my house. Sean's channel is called Stealing Second, and he does a great job on his channel, just talking about all kinds of different things on his channel. I would definitely recommend going and checking out his channel. I'll put a link down below so you can go see it. I don't think he has a ton of subs, and I think a lot of people are missing out by not watching him. But Sean reached out to me, said he was going to be in town for business, and I've watched his channel for a while. He hasn't been doing YouTube for too long of a time, but I've been watching his channel since early on and just thought he was a nice guy. He reached out, hey, I'm going to be in town. I said, well, come on over. And I think that when we do that as a community, if we invite people into our world a little bit, it is I think the nicest thing you can do for somebody. And the reason I say that is because you're bringing a relative stranger. I'm bringing them into my house to check out my collection and look at my stuff, see where I live, all of those things that is certainly not without, again, risk. But what's the point of having all of this stuff if we don't share it with others? And as much as you can communicate through this forum here, this platform of YouTube, you can't, it's just different when you're together in person. And I've been blessed to have, 4, 5, 6, 10 different YouTubers in my house to come over and hang out and even spend the night and talk cards and talk the hobby and talk about YouTube, all sorts of stuff. And I just think when we do that, whether we share it through phone conversations, that people, when someone reaches out to you, they're taking a risk too, and they're saying, hey, I don't know if this person's gonna reciprocate or think I'm some serial killer or crazy guy or whatever. And you might be that, but if you genuinely want to connect with people, this is a great place to do it. And I encourage you to do that. If there's a channel out there that you really enjoy and you'd love to get to know the person behind the camera a little bit more and see what makes them tick and just get to know them, I encourage you to do that, to reach out, just put a comment down, to share emails, to even at some point share phone numbers and text each other and talk on the phone. And I have dozens and dozens and dozens of guys in my phone that I feel like I could call any of them and we could have a great conversation and talk, and I've gotten to know them and become friends with them. And that's the part of sharing that I think is so valuable. And it works both ways. It's not just where I'm just trying to show stuff off, although that's fun. Who doesn't like to be proud of their collection? You should be proud of your collection, whatever it is, because you've spent your hard-earned money on it. You've spent time finding the different things that make you excited and bring you joy. And so you should be excited to show that off, but it's just about hanging out and letting other people know that you care about what they think and what they like and what they collect. I mean, Sean was over here talking about his Cubs and how much he loves the Cubs, and we did a video for his channel where he got to ask me a bunch of questions and kind of interview me, and that was fun. But he's asking me about the Cubs, and I'm teasing him, that because I'm a Rangers guy, right? So it was just fun, and he's trying to convert me to be a Cubs guy. He did a part to try to convert me to be a Cubs guy because he brought me a gift. He brought me a card, and I was really excited when I saw it because he watches my channel, and by doing that, he kind of knows what I dig and what I like. And so he brought me a 1972 Topps Billy Williams autograph. So, I mean, that's what I love, right? I got a player era Topps card of a Hall of Famer. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, that's like fantastic. So we just had a great time hanging out, and I have had nothing but positive experiences. I have to tell you, have you ever had a bad experience? No. I've never had a bad experience talking to people. I've never had a bad experience having people over at my house. Everyone has been so gracious and so wonderful, and it was awesome. We had pizza. We had a couple of adult beverages and just talked cards. And so I was so honored to host Sean over here and have him over. He's a great dude. Check out his channel. So just get out there, take a risk, take a chance, and get to know people. You will be, I think, pleasantly surprised. And I think that your collecting world will be better for it. I think you will have the opportunity to connect with people that otherwise you wouldn't. So I have nothing but good things to say, nothing but positive vibes to throw out there into the community for you guys to latch onto and maybe find somebody to, reach out to and make a new friend. So that's the message I wanted to communicate this morning. I hope everybody has a great Thursday, great rest of your week. We'll see you on the weekend, and keep collecting.